Hey, what is up? We are live. We are here today by ourselves. We left work early. We got a new contest. It's a better day than it started. I will say that. We got Mike Rob here. We got Frankie. How's everybody doing? I'm much better now that I'm no longer at work. But we'll get into the trade and other things after the intro.
Hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Best ball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Best ball eternal in Rumain's infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafting through the veins.
All right. For those of you who don't know, Underdog is actually on X. They're doing a repost. Link your favorite UDFA of all time, and then they're giving away the UDFA. We'll just go look at it. It'll be easier to do it from here. So Max giving away a max entry to the contest. Repost, follow the underdog drafts, and reply with your favorite UDFA. So that's $100. Not bad for just something you could do for free. On the Dontavian Wicks trade, we got a 5th and a 6th round pick. Is actually like more than I expected Wicks to get. I do wonder if the 5th and the 6th are kind of needed. Like, I haven't looked, but maybe that's a sign that the AJ Brown thing is happening, because maybe that's like the currency to get a player, or maybe they know they're going to get the players back, right? Or the picks back. So they don't. And Wicks is a solid option to replace. As it's like, even if they do keep AJ Brown, like, Wicks is a good play. Like, they haven't had a serviceable wide receiver 3 for a long time. Not with the 2 that they have now. But yeah, I think that it's a pretty solid trade for both teams, actually. And I think that Savion Williams might be draftable. We got Jamie in here. How's everybody doing? But we're still trying to process our mind a little bit from after work, but we're going to jump into a UDFA, and we're going to do it in 15 seconds.
We never leave the line. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who wins, immortal.
Hey, what's up, Sus? Yeah, I assume that most people are going to say Savion's not draftable. I think in 20 rounds, he's like maybe draftable. I'm going to take some because I love the player. I love the upside. AJ Brown's 100% gone. Going to be a fun wide receiver room if they add a first rounder like you expect. I think they're going to have to trade up to get one. Maybe. If the Jets are kind of locked into taking, like, I feel like the Rams may end up with Concepcion. Tate's going top 10. I think that the Dolphins are high chance to take Mekhi Lemon. And if the Jets just take Omar Cooper like expected, like, that means Jordan Tyson's the only one left. And that means pick 17 is probably a spot that a team is going to trade up to. Like, if all of that stuff happens, like, I think I think is it the Panthers? It's Bucks. Vikings are 18. Who's a 17? I can't remember who's a 17. I'll look it up real quick. It's the Lions. So the Lions would have a little bit of trade leverage if all that stuff happens. It'll be interesting to see. Let's put some background music on, then we'll get to who all is in here and all of that. All right, so we got Sweet Leaf, not Max now at the 5. We got Frank at the 1. We got Danimals at the 6, also not Max. We got the 9. And welcome anybody else who is in here. I believe Kanye West watches content. I don't know if they're in here. Let me know if you are. Follow Underdog Drafts. Type in Underdog Drafts, and it's a different account. It's on their. So I reposted it as well. So you could just go to my timeline and look at that as well. You know, I haven't taken like a whole lot of CD. I'm pretty happy. I think 5%'s like where I want to be there. Let's do a lamb team. I don't do a lot of them. We'll do it here. What's up, Danimals? Eagle got a bunch of comp pick for next year. I could see them. Let's go look. All right, so whenever I make this pick, I'll bring the chart back up. I actually will have to change the chart because the Eagles just traded away 2 picks, right? All right, so let's go ahead and do Hampton here. I do like him less than I did originally. I still think he's going to be the guy. I think he's going to be fine, but I do think there's a higher risk of like if Keaton Mitchell even only gets 5 to 8 snaps a game, like that's 5 to 8 snaps that's going to come probably from Hampton and not from Vidal. So, like, that does matter. What's up, Game Tight? How we doing? Thanks for reminding people to do that. So this, before today's trade, this was all the picks in the draft. I don't know which 5th and 6th rounder got traded, so I can't do that. But the Eagles still have 2 second or 2 thirds, 2 fourths, and a 5th, but they don't have their 6th or 7th. So they do have plenty to be able to move up if they need to. I've also heard that they're kind of being linked to Jordan Tyson as well. My guess is Wednesday. Eagles getting Wicks for all their deserts. I do not understand this, sir. For all their deserts or desserts? Oh, I got it. That's a really bad dad joke. Like I said, I'm just winding down from work. It'll take me a minute to get some of these jokes today for sure. Back to drafting again feels nice. I figured with a name like Sweetleaf that you may be. So Josh Allen gets pulled up to the 26. Josh Jacobs, is he going to start coming down here? Like, I'm ecstatic at either one of these picks. I would love either one of these picks, honestly. Alrighty. We got ETN. We got CeeDee Lamb. We got Omarion Hampton. We have Travis Etienne. Josh here goes ahead and takes Bucky at 34. Yeah, I mean, this is the news. We were told this news 2 months ago. People just didn't hear this news. I talked about this news 2 months ago. If you call it news, like I've got 4.5%. I thought that 150 was always too high. So I'm pretty happy that it's news that, like, to me doesn't matter, but it's going to matter to other people. Like, that feels pretty good to me. Because I would like to get some more Travis Hunter. I just wanted at 170, you know? That's kind of where I've been at the whole time. Like, why do people think Hunter was so cheap this whole time? Yeah, like I still think of Hunter the same way. Like, he's still gonna get some offense. It's gonna be perfectly fine. Like if Myers or if anybody gets hurt, like, he's probably gonna be the one getting the replacement. Wicks was your favorite Packer. Don't know how to feel about your 26% bag. I probably wouldn't feel great about it either, because although I think it's a great move for Priest Holmes was my favorite UDFA. Like, I like James Robinson a lot, but it's Priest Holmes. I'm a Chiefs fan. It's Priest Holmes, like, who was actually a UDFA. Points for anybody in the chat that can tell me what team signed Priest Holmes and cut him to let Kansas City get him as a UDFA. I'm sure Jamie probably remembers, but like, KC was not where Priest Holmes was originally signed. He was signed by, and don't Google it, by the way. Like, if you know, you know. Yep, exactly. Vinatieri's a good one too. Yeah, the Ravens. I believe Kansas City was Joe Horn. Was Joe Horn a UDFA? Yeah. So. Oh, okay. No, not the original one. His son was. Got it. All right. Yeah, I'm going head-to-head today against PPR Tyler, so I'm sure that I will have less views, but I appreciate everybody who's here. Tony Romo's a good one as well. All right, we will absolutely take Christian Watson here and hope to get one of those 3 RBs back. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I like James Robinson quite a bit. I thought James Robinson was fun. My number 2 is actually Wes Welker. Like, I loved Wes Welker. I thought Wes Welker was awesome. I still think he's underrated. Who way better than PPR? Well, I appreciate that somebody believes that. George Halani's a fun one as well. All right, so we do get Judkins or Scatabo here. I'll probably take the Judkins since it's a bigger fall overall. I prefer Scatabo, but I don't want, like, I'm fine with this. So the team right now, we have Omarion Hampton, ETN, Kyron Williams, Quinshon Judkins, CeeDee Lamb, Christian Watson. All right. Time to bring the board back up. Let's see what King of Kings is doing at the 1. We got Gibbs. We got Bowers. We have A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin. I'm wondering if A.J. Brown starts moving up boards or not. With everybody speculating that he gets traded. Yeah, Arian Foster was awesome. And I would argue that Priest Holmes was better than Arian Foster, by the way. Like, so Priest Holmes, for those of you who don't know, Priest Holmes was actually, for one season, was the NFL touchdown record holder. The following season, Tomlinson beat him, I believe, by 1. I was actually like 12 yards away from Holmes when he scored the last touchdown against the Bears that season to break the record. Pretty cool experience. Like, I was at the end zone angle. Like, I was at like the 2-yard line, like 4 rows up. And where he does his little, like, where he puts the ball back thing that he does, like, basically looking right at him as that was going on. It was a pretty cool experience. NFL, whoops. NFL all-time TD or single season TD leaders. I believe Holmes is still the second. Oh, no. Tomlinson crushed it. Tomlinson ended up 4 ahead. But Holmes had it for 1 season. And then Sean Alexander, 2 seasons after that. So Holmes actually held it for 3 seasons. I was wrong about that. Holmes held it for 3 seasons. He did it in 2003. Sean Alexander broke it by 1 2 seasons later, and then Tomlinson beat it. All right, so we'll take Dak Prescott here. We don't take a lot of Lamb or Pickens, so we don't end up with a lot of Dak. Holmes was better for a longer period of time. I mean, they're both awesome players. Like UDFA or not, like, they were both awesome players. And a lot of people will say Romo was the best because he's a quarterback and that's the most important position, and he was really good. Yeah, and like Arian Foster had like 2 absolutely insane seasons. I was a big Arian Foster fan. So, like, I just like the way Foster played, but I love the way Holmes played as well. All right, so we're going to hope to be able to get Jordan Love back, I believe is how we're going to play this. I had Charles and Foster that year. They both went down. Oh, man. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, we'll take Addison here. We got 2 spike week guys, and we have Lamb. We'll probably get some meat at wide receiver at some point. Like, our running backs are pretty solid, right? So the team right now, for those audio listeners, we got a 1-4-3-0 right now. We got Dak Prescott. We got Omarion Hampton. We have Travis Etienne. We have Kyron Williams. We have Quinshon Judkins. We have CeeDee Lamb. We have Christian Watson. And we have Jordan Addison. Also, if you're just popping in, if you can smash the like, that'd be great. Yeah, so remember Jamal Charles' 1,500-yard season? Very few people remember his 1,500-yard season. Because that's the year that I believe it was 1,500 yards. Well, it was the same year that Adrian Peterson came back from the torn ACL and rushed for 2K, and nobody would stop talking about Peterson, which was incredibly impressive. But Jamal Charles was also coming off of the torn ACL, and nobody ever remembers that. Nobody ever talks about that. Like, Jamal Charles came off of the torn ACL. Like, like that same year, nobody had ever came back from a torn ACL and had a great season, like a great season. And that year, 2 different people done it. Adrian Peterson's obviously was way more impressive, but Jamal Charles had like an insane year that year as well. So let's go to Player Profiler and see. I believe it was. I believe he had 1,500 yards. Yeah, Jamie's hoping to see the Kayshawn Booty clip I made again. It's a fun clip. I will say that. A lot of freak RBs back then. Marshawn was behind Fred Jackson. We'll take a Kyler Murray share here. I think that's what we're going to do, assuming we're allowed to. All right. So do I want another good receiver, or do I want a third quarterback here? Well, looks like we're not getting the quarterback. Looks like we're going receiver. I think Casey Concepcion is the most locked in of the wide receivers left to go in the first round. I still prefer Omar Cooper, but I do think that Concepcion is the one that's like the most locked in to go into the first of those 3. Ray Rice was a beast that year. They won me some money. Did he come off of a torn ACL that year as well? 2012. Let me make sure that what I said is correct. In 2012, he had 1,500 yards. He had 1,467 that year. Let's look up Adrian Peterson and see if his was 2012, because I'm pretty sure that it was the same year. Yeah, it was the same year. They both had a torn ACL, and like Peterson done it week 12, and Charles done it early in the year though, right? So they both came back off of torn ACLs and both had 1,500 yard seasons, which is insane, right? Like back then, the technology isn't what it is now. Like that was completely unheard of at that point. Yeah, Ray Rice was awesome for fantasy. All right, we are about back on the clock. What do we want to do here? I mean, I'll take the double stack if it falls in my lap. I think we'll take the double stack that falls in our lap. And then, do we want another QB here? Or do we want to push? I think we push. I think I take Aaron Jones if he's there for me because I got Kyler. I have a lot of Jones, but I don't have a lot with Kyler. I am actually Shaheed over Denzel Boston as well. Yeah, I think it's Aaron Jones or one of these guys. I think I'm going to take Jones. I can stop at these 5 RBs. I think these are good enough 5 RBs to stop at. We got Hampton, Travis Etienne, Kyron Williams, Quinshon Judkins, and Aaron Jones. Savion. Wicks got 2-2 money. Nice. Yeah, we're not gonna play the Chopstick song. I did not upload it, sir. Not on this channel. Deuce McAllister had a decent season post ACL. Yeah, like nobody had ever really. I think it was like at that point. I remember it was like 1,200 or something. Like nobody had ever done like over a certain number, and 2 players smashed that number that next year. And Jamal Charles had 1,500 yards, which is insanely good, especially back then. And nobody talked about it because Peterson, who had the ACL 9 weeks later, came back and had $2,000. Imagine coming off of a torn ACL and putting up that season that Jamal Charles did. 285 rushes for 1,500 yards. He did only have 6 touchdowns, but we weren't that good. He had 35 receptions for 236. And he wasn't comeback player of the year because I guess I lost the Adrian Peterson one to the ether. Had to have Ponder and his QB. Yeah, he did. Reminds me of the muscle hamster. Yeah, I don't think he reminds me of either one of those two. Doug Martin was awesome though. Doug Martin was a fun player. We will be happy with either one of these two, especially if we could get both. All right, so we get Mark Andrews here. The team right now, we got a 2-5-4-3 or 2-5-4-2. We got Dak, we got Kyler. We have Omarion Hampton, Travis Etienne, Kyron Williams, Quinshon Judkins, Aaron Jones. Done there. We have Lamb, we have Watson, we have Addison, we have Concepcion. We have Ferg, Mark Andrews. We got a double stack here with Dallas, and we got a double stack here with Minnesota. Chig would have been my pick. Diggs will definitely be my pick if he's there. If not, I don't know where I'm going to go. Honestly, I don't. I'd probably just be Jerry Jeudy to get the team stack with Quinshon, actually. And if you're just popping in, if you can smash a like, that'd be great. We got 27 watching. I'll do another draft if we get to 25 likes. I plan on it. I expect we'll get there, but why you got a Ray Rice pulled up? Yeah, we were talking about like big seasons off of injuries, and somebody mentioned Ray Rice. I forget what season was it that Ray Rice got hurt. I guess he never did. I mean, he hurt somebody. But yeah, he was really healthy the whole time. I mean, fantasy wise, he was awesome. Like he was so good. But no, we were just talking about really, really good. Yeah, the incident, as Pepper Tony says. All right, we'll go back to this. And also, let me know if you dislike the background music or if you enjoy it as well. I'm trying to get. I missed Loot. How did I miss Loot hiding in the 3-hole? I named everybody off. I missed Loots. I apologize, Loots. You are no longer lurking. All right, so Emmett Johnson goes there. All right. So, yeah, I don't know how many of these I'm going to be able to do. Just out of time, right? Like, I mean, I'll take Gino if he's there. I like Golden. Like, I'm going to be at the field with Golden. I think I liked Golden as a prospect. I know he wasn't very good. Like, a lot of people say he wasn't good last year. I think that, like, if Love would have hit him on a couple of those misses, of course he takes Mason Taylor. And Adonai, of course they go back to back. Why wouldn't Mason Taylor and Adonai Mitchell go back to back? One of them 20 picks ahead of ADP right after I take Geno Smith. Why would that not happen? All right. So we end up taking Stowers, Jake Ferg, and Andrews. A little better pick. I was pretty out on Stowers until I heard recently that teams are actually working him out as a wide receiver, not a tight end. That's been my beef with him the whole time. And, like, I took a bunch of them because I thought he was going to steam up. But if they're going to play him outside and not make him block, he's actually a really, really good pick. Why you got to blow up my spot? Dobbs / Wicks out. Golden and Reed are looking nice. Yeah. Like, my Packers exposure is pretty high. It's pretty bullish for Tucker Kraft. I got 10% Watson, 18% Kraft, 13% Reed, 10% Love, 9% Golden. I got to the Wicks party late. I've taken them a few times, but yeah, I'm overweight their passing game and a little underweight their rushing game. I think that they're going to be the fourth place team in that division. I think they're going to have to. Yeah, I like them as a prospect, though. I think that Jordan Love missed him on a couple, like, kind of like how Worthy 2 years ago, Mahomes just missed him a couple times. It was pretty close to having a monster season. And I think that same thing happened with Golden last year. Now, with Worthy, it turned into nothing the next year too. But we could blame that on the Kelsey demolition, right? The demolition of Xavier Worthy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just pull up Flournoy. We're gonna get we're gonna do a triple stack here. Since this is so late, we'll go ahead and act like this is a Pickens cries the whole season team. Basically, just need to take wide receivers the rest of this way. I have a hard time taking Surratt over Bernard, but I do think that Surratt is a pretty good pick now. Wicks time. What's up, Kanye? I thought you listened. I hadn't seen you talk for a while. Welcome back, and thank you for popping in. I believe you were already subbed, so I won't ask about that. But we are six likes away from a second draft for anybody who wants to watch a second draft. I'm drafting either way. It's just a matter of if it's on stream or not. We have Traylon Burks get pulled up to the 205. Kayshawn Booty went here. Sorry, guys. No clip. I also made a Jalen Waddle clip. I played it earlier, like before the stream. I think it's a little loud. I think I'm going to have to go back in and change the volume of it. So if we get him, we're going to do it. And I do apologize. I disagree with that. Bernard should easily be over Surratt. And Dane Brugler completely agrees. I think Steve, who's a bull on Elijah Surratt, actually kind of agrees as well. I mean, we can go back to look. Maybe his rankings have changed, but we can go back to this sheet here and look. He actually has them back to back. But that was before Surratt ran the 4-5. So I could see him moving him up. I definitely have moved him up a spot or two since that. Like, I don't know. I feel pretty comfortable with him at 10. Ted Hurst is the one that I think I do have ranked too low. If I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, speaking of Ted Hurst, you just talking about him. I think that Ted Hurst, like, he doesn't use his size enough. Like, he's got the size, but he doesn't play physical enough. I have trouble with that. We might make this a 100% Bryce Lance tournament. We might do it. How would you mentally allocate Packers receiving touchdowns, giving them 26? Let's say they have 28. I think Kraft would get. What's up, Donnie? Give me a minute to think about that. I think Kraft would get about 10 of them. I think Watson to get about 8. I think Reed to get about 6. And then Golden to get 4 to 6 or whatever's left over. So that would be 10, 18, 24. So 4 or 5 for Golden. Something like that. But I think Goldens are going to be gigantic plays, like big spikes. So like for this game, I think it's still fine. We'll take Ted Hurst here. I think that's kind of where I would be at. Golden gets 12, says Game Tight. With Watson full season. Yeah, assuming nobody gets hurt. You was thinking 10 Kraft, 8 Watson? Yeah. Yeah, like half of Watson to be like at least 5 of those Watson touchdowns are going to be 30-yarders, right? And Golden, I think all of his touchdowns, like 4 to 5, I think he's going to get a bunch of really long ones. And I think Jaden Reed will get all the smaller ones, or a lot of them. Him and Kraft, they'll kind of split them up there. All right, we got a 3-5-9-3 here. We got Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray, Geno Smith, running backs Amari Hampton, Travis Etienne, Kyron Williams, Quinshon Judkins, Aaron Jones, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, Christian Watson, Jordan Addison, Casey Concepcion, Stephon Diggs, Ryan Flournoy, Jeremy Bernard, Bryce Lance, Ted Hurst. So honestly, pretty thin at wide receiver. Although we have Lamb, Watson, Addison, Flournoy, Diggs, and then we just got 4 rookies. I probably have too many rookies on this one. Jake Ferguson, Mark Andrews, and Eli Stowers. So we have a triple stack for Dallas with Jake Ferguson, CeeDee Lamb, and Ryan Flournoy. We have a double stack with Jordan Addison and Aaron Jones for Kyler Murray. We have a naked Geno Smith because when we took Geno Smith, the next 2 picks was the 2. Adonai Mitchell was at the top of the queue. Mason Taylor just got pulled up. I think Mason Taylor's a good pick either way. I think it's a solid team, not a great team. Let's review everybody who was in here with us. We still need 1 like, by the way. 3683 by Frank, Brock Purdy, Jared Goff, Daniel Jones. Running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, Ramondre, Chuba Hubbard, Brian Robinson, Braylon Allen, Justice Hill. Wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, Josh Downs, Denzel Boston, Isaac Tesla, Tyreek Hill. At 192, it feels fine there in my eyes. Hollywood, Brock Bowers, Kittle, and Gesicki. I love the Bowers-Kittle thing with an extra guy. I think it's fun to do. Very solid team. Would expect nothing else from Frank. Diggs landing with, yeah. All right, so I don't think that counts for the randomness and distribution enough. I'd bet. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably more like 8 for Kraft, 7 for Watson, 6 for Reed, 4 for Golden, and then like Musgrave, stuff like that. I mean, it took Josh Jacobs, 7 years in the NFL to finally catch a touchdown pass? I think he has, 1 in his career? Or he had 1 going into 0 going into last year. I think he might have caught multiple last year, though. Yeah, that would be fun. What's up, Zero? How we doing? Was considered overdrafted for whatever it's worth. Yeah, I get it. Like I think he's cheap enough this season, and that taking some darts on him. Like I'm not gonna make a stand on him like I did last year. What's up? And good draft. Hootie hoo, says Adam. Oh, he's on a heater. One back-to-back years. I was wrong. I thought last year was the first one. I knew it took him a while. All right, let's go through the rest of the team. We got Lutz here. We got a 3-8-6-3 doing some Lutz things here. Trevor Lawrence, Bryce Young, Michael Penix. Bayshaw Tootin at 51. Jordan Mason, Rashad White, Jonathan Brooks, Emmanuel Wilson, Woody Marks, Alvin Kamara, Najee Harris. Get 1 anchor, and then a bunch of guys that could be good. Like 3 guys to get some guaranteed touches. Wilson probably guaranteed to get, and Brooks. Actually, all these guys are probably guaranteed some touches. Wide receivers: Jamar Chase, Drake London, Nico Collins, J-Mo, Myers, and Pittman. Question to the chat: is this enough at wide receiver? I vote that he needed 1 more, but if the top 4 hit it, I get it's like borderline needing an extra. I think if this was an 18-round draft, I think I would have stopped at 6 as well. You think he could have been done there? Tyler Warren, Njoku, Dawson Knox. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I guess for me, whenever I see the number 6 at receiver, it just scares me. Look at Jamar and Nico. Well, right, those 3 are gonna get this is 540 targets between the 3 of them, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I would have added a lotto pick, like a Tyquan Thornton or something like that. But I don't think he's weak anywhere, really. It's a solid team. That's kind of a preference move there. I probably would have added another one. No, he really, he was more consistent than I thought he was. Replace Pittman and Knox with cheaper wide receiver and better tight end. All right, so we got Kanye here. We got a 3-6-8-3. We got Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Malik Willis. Running backs: Chase Brown, Travion Henderson, Mike Washington, Emmett Johnson. I like that. And then Kamani Vidal plus George Holani. I like Chase anchor into the double rookie swing. Travion there for spike weeks. Kamani Vidal is going to have a role. And then Puka Pickens, Pearsall. Just stacking peas, huh? Just stacking all the peas. Xavier Worthy, Brandon Ayuk, Dontavian Wicks, Jalen Tolbert. Couldn't find any peas down further? What happened, Kanye? Tight end: Tucker Kraft, Dallas Goedert, and Terrence Ferguson. That's a very solid team. I approve. We got Danimals here: Joe Burrow, Cam Ward, Tua Tagovailoa. Running backs: Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams, Tony Pollard, Chris Rodriguez, Keaton Mitchell, Tank Bigsby. That's plenty. That is plenty. And then T. Higgins, Devontae Adam, Parker Washington, Chris Godwin, Wandale, Debo, Calvin Ridley, Alec Iomanner. So you got the gigantic Cam Ward stack. He even fell to you at ADP. That's a blessing. And then McBride, Gunnar Helm, and Pat Fry. No holes in that team. Passed over Sweet Leaf there. Fresca, so underrated. Pushing P, some might say. Just peeing everywhere. We got Sweet Leaf here. We got 3683. Tyler Shuck, Sam Darnold, Kirk Cousins, running back Derrick Henry, Cam Scatterbo, Jalen Warren, J.K. Dobbins, the number one in Denver, Jadarian Price, Zach Charbonnet. I like the addition to Charbonnet on a room like this. In a room like this, Charbonnet feels fine, assuming you're still good at other positions. I'm assuming that, no, there was no quarterback there, and you didn't want to take naked Geno Smith like some idiot did. Wide receivers, we got JSN, Olave, Luther Burden, Roma Dunze. So you didn't get your double stack back. Jalen Naylor, Malik, Trey Tucker, Torrey Horton. That seems fine enough. Juwan, Barner, and Theo. Yep. Looks good to me. I think that the Charbonnet pick absolutely works here for sure. And that was it. So we are going to join another UDFA draft, and we're going to jump in 15 seconds. We never leave the grind. Fury, endless, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who wins, immortal. All right, we instant filled that. I think everybody popped in right as I popped in. For those of you who are new to the channel, on that promo, I believe if you try to enter at 8 seconds, you have the best chance to jump in the draft with me. We are at the 7. We have Taking Dollars at the 1. Crossface at the 2. We have 0 at the 5. We have Danimals back at the 10. We got Game Tide at the 11. We got PP Punch here at the 12. I know it's Peanut Punch, but just a joke on the channel. Let's go back and let's do the crazy song. Actually, let's do the this one. This got a good feel to it. I do think it plays a little low though. So at this, I like the 7 spot a lot because I like pulling up Amon Ra. I think Amon Ra is an awesome pick. Hey, no problem, Frankie. Thank you for popping in. You've been popping in on YouTube instead of on X. I know you watch all the time, but I appreciate you popping over here and helping the chat out. It means it helps out quite a bit. By the way, for those of you who are new to the channel or are seasoned veterans of the channel, I did end up taking off May the 3rd. May the 3rd will end up being my 12-hour live stream to celebrate the 500 subs. So Sunday, May the 3rd, that's when I will be doing that. And I will start, almost May the 4th, right? I actually was thinking about just not taking a day off work to do it and to do it on Monday, but I want to celebrate it with the guest. And I know Pepper Tony's messaged me about wanting to come back on, and some of the other people, definitely going to have to start scheduling guests for that. I'm going to have to figure out what time exactly I'm going to do it. And at times we may have more than one person on. It should be a good time, though. I'll be hanging out for 12 hours. But yeah, I decided to definitely do it on the Sunday. Number one, and most importantly, yeah, I'm ASRB over CMC. I don't think that you're crazy either way, but the 400 and some touches does scare me a little bit, and I think Amon-Ra's underrated right now. Like, I kind of like. I'm kind of Amon-Ra over JSN. Like, if you give me one draft, I want Amon-Ra over JSN. If we're doing a like $1,000 draft, I want Amon-Ra over JSN. That's where I'm at. Like, we have consistency that the Lions offense is going to work, going to be good. We know that they're going to be good. JSN, they've been good for 1 year. You know, like, sometimes teams figure out what those kind of teams are doing, right? You've been Amon-Ra over? There really are. So we end up getting Kenneth Walker back. This feels pretty good. Do we have this combination yet? We actually have it twice. I think this is probably my favorite start. Number one, I get a root for Kansas City. And number two, we get the wide receiver I think is kind of underrated. And I think Kansas City becomes more of a run-heavy team than expected. I think that's why they're paying Kenneth Walker, because they just want to make sure that Mahomes is ready and healthy for the postseason. JSN and JTRB are two respected from last year. Yeah, that's kind of like, I'm kind of there as well. And like, Amon-Ra has been wide receiver 3 for what, like 4 years in a row, something like that. Like at least 3 of the last 4 years. He's been top 5 every year. JSN has the talent to keep doing this, but 1,700 is too much. Yeah, right. And like, that offense wants to run the ball, right? They want to run the ball. Torrey Horton's going to come back healthy. Rashid Shaheed's going to come back and actually have learned the whole offense. Like, I think that like JSN's not going to, like, not that they're going to like make him irrelevant by any means, but I just think that the offense, like, they're going to do a little more. He is so good. Like, I love JSN as a player, but like, you could say the same thing about Amon-Ra, right? You can say the same thing about Amon-Ra, in my opinion. And I'm going to take the consistent offense in that situation, which is kind of the, like, I did the opposite thing with Bijan and Gibbs, right? Like, I'm kind of Bijan over Gibbs, but that's because of what Stefanski has done with Nick Chubb, who also doesn't catch the ball, and Tua has force-fed a bunch of targets to a running back in the past. Oh, JT. Okay. I agree. Like, I think I take JT over Amon-Ra there. Okay. How much? I mean, Jacobs Amon-Ra feels awesome, don't it? I have one single Bijan London team somewhere. I got one. I cherish it. I absolutely cherish it. They both seem awesome. I just think when players who are clearly part of a tier, but instead always go at the top, will be slightly overpriced. Not bad, just being a bit below them. Right. Nico at 29 is wild. It is. Like, I think he should be going to like 18. Well, right. I don't either. And like, if you look at my exposures, I've hit the 5. Like, I've done a bunch. Like, I've did Ashton Genty at 5. I've done Jefferson at 5. I've done Amon-Ra at 5 on a bigger board. But like, I have 9% JSN because I keep getting the 5 spot. I am overweight 5 spot. And when I'm at the 6, every once in a while, CMC goes ahead and I get some JSN at 6. So I want to be around 8 to 9% on JSN. But I don't want to be over, like, I'm not going to be underweight, but I don't want to be overweight on JSN. It's kind of where I'm at. I don't do the whole AJ Brown going to get traded thing very often. Actually, you know what? Zay Flowers is just the better pick here. We're taking Zay. He is the guy. Almost took Nico over McBride. I do that sometimes. Nico was the player in the big board I kept pulling up to the 1-2 turn to get unique pairings. So this long time Packers fan only has 2% Jacobs. I just want, like, I basically want the combination of Amon-Ra, Jacobs for correlation stuff is all. I'm at 6%, I think. Yeah, I'm at, like, I'm going to be 5 to 6% Jacobs, most likely the whole contest. I believe that they're going to be a more of a pass heavy team this year. I do. You got week 17 last year. Zay Jacobs. I mean, Josh Jacobs completely torched my chances to win any money last year. I think he might be. Yeah, Zay should be. Zay's probably the most underpriced receiver out there, I think. I don't think AJ Brown was going to get traded until today. Same thing. Which means I'm going to owe Lutz a Lutz will be on and we'll be doing a BBM on me. I would love to get Rome here. Absolutely, Rome. So the team right now through 5 rounds, we have a 0-2-3-0. We have Kenneth Walker. We got Josh Jacobs. Wide receivers, we have Amon-Ra. We have Zay Flowers. We have Rome Odunze. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, if you could smash the sub, that would be great. We do content all the time. We even left work early today. We didn't take a point or anything. I get passes to where I could just leave sometimes. I used my final one today. Number 1, because work sucked. But number 2, because Underdog dropped a new contest. That was the final deciding factor. At lunch, I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, we got a new contest? This guy's going home. That thing's going to fill by the middle of the week, and I got to work 24 hours over the next 2 days. So we're probably only going to be able to get like 20 of these in, 15, 20 of these in. Only. All right. You want Makai Lemon. All right. You want Tyler Warren. That works. We'll take Cardinal Tate there. Yeah, he did. Like, there is a little bit of worry that, like, he didn't seem as good. I mean, I don't know. He kind of dominated. He had 30 points in week 16, right? Zay should be 2-3 turn. I don't know about 2-3 turn. I think he should go ahead of McMillan, right? I actually think he should go ahead of AJ Brown. I think the rest of them, like, I kind of like Olave more. I definitely like Nico more. I think him and Pickens is kind of a fair argument. Like, AJ Brown's probably a fair argument, but I definitely like him a little more over McMillan and T. Higgins. Like, I think he's in that tier, the McMillan, T. Higgins, Zay Flowers. And I think that's kind of where he's at. All right, we're about back on the clock here. Every time we take Zay, we don't get Lamar back. So, what do we want here? Do I just want Nick and Herbert? We'll just take a DK Metcalf share. I do think that I do kind of like Pittman a little more right now, but I think Metcalf is fine. We're just gonna go like lean into the later quarterbacks. I think like we don't have a stack there. We're not getting a stack there. I guess we could stack up Mahomes right now with. That's what we'll do. We'll stack up Mahomes with Kenneth Walker, assuming we are allowed to here. Yeah, I think he should be 3-4 turn. That's kind of what I was saying. Like mid third, 3-4 turn, kind of where I'm at. Like the Zay discourse is always fun. All right, so Game Tight has Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert, and Jackson Dart over here. I'm just glad you took Colston Loveland before Luther Burden like a real man. At least you know which order those two are supposed to go in. So I do approve. I mean, I would have taken like I personally like Rowe more, but to get Loveland Burden, you kind of have to with the players on that side of the board. You kind of just have to do what you done. Luther's never fallen all the way back. I have a lot of Zay. I just like to instigate. Yeah, he's rank farming in the YouTube chat. That sure is what he's doing. Look at him. Look at him go. All right, so the team right now, we have a 1-2-5-0. We got Patrick Mahomes stacked up with K. Walker. We got Josh Jacobs. Wide receivers, Amon-Ra, Zay Flowers, Roma Dunze, Carnalte, DK Metcalf, and no tight end. Fairly solid team. Hopefully one of the okay running backs come back around. I think he will. Like they spent the 10th overall pick on him. Tyler Warren was still on the board. When they talk about Luther Burden, a lot of the time they bring up, oh yeah, we drafted the second guy that like earlier than him, right? So I think that the plan is Colston Loveland, not Luther Burden. That's where I've been at the entire time. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Could I end up being right and then Burden spike for 25 points in week 17 and then been the guy you needed to get there? Absolutely. Right. Like, so part of the reason Luther goes where he does is because of his ability and to actually have those bigger spikes. Right. Like, and I kind of feel like a lot of those players kind of go too high. Like why is Christian Watson 20-some picks behind Luther Burden? Why? Like, I mean, I guess it's injury risk, right? I'll take a naked Bo Nix. Okay. I won't take a naked Bo Nix. Jared Goff goes before I pick. I'll instantly take Kyle Pitts here. And then we'll just take whatever. We're just going to take a quarterback next. We might even just stack up both running backs with their quarterback. We may do that. Yeah, I don't want to be zero on anybody in the Bears offense, for sure. Brady was drooling over his and Caleb connection during the broadcast. Nice. Bowers, McBride, Loveland gonna hold the tight end spot for a minute. I think Kraft may be able to get up there, honestly. We have the same idea. What idea is that? Okay. Was Pollard still there? Oh, he was. I might just take Pollard anyway and end up doing a weird team here. I think Pollard may be the move for me if he makes it. We are still a few picks away. The team is crowded. Burton, Loveland, and Adunze. It is. But, like, I think you kind of want a little bit of all of them. Yeah. So Pollard does go. So thank you to Danimals. Do I want... We'll take my most drafted quarterback, a quarterback who has a little bit of rushing upside that nobody talks about. Tyler Shook here. We will take him. Yeah, I was actually thinking about Pollard and forgot about him. And when you brought him up, I was like, wait, was he still there? I would have actually taken him over Pitts. To be honest with you, I'm kind of in on Pollard right now, and I don't have enough. So I got 6.2%. I have flatter exposures than a lot of people do. My biggest exposure, I mean, other than the three rookies I love, my biggest exposures are both tight ends and Colson Loveland and Tucker Kraft. So I don't have as much Kyle Pitts as I would like because I end up taking Kraft all the time. I would love to get Rachaad White here. But Zero will probably take him. He did not. If he goes, what do I do? Kelsey's already gone. All right, so I think I kind of needed White there a little bit. So I'm glad that fell for me. We'll probably push and take a quarterback at like 186, either Rodgers or Tua, or wait and take Penix at like 210, something like that. That is the plan. What's up, Goofy? How we doing? I needed White too, but let you have him. I take the guys you need. Like, take whoever you need, man. Don't do me favors. Punish me for drafting bad. Like, I don't know. I think that this is kind of like, this is a double anchor, right? That's what we're doing. Probably going to end up with seven running backs and 7 wide receivers, something like that. Yeah, I think Rashaad's like my 3rd most drafted running back. What are we doing here? This room isn't loving the quarterbacks. Do I just pull up Juwan? Yeah, I'm just gonna pull up Juwan Johnson here. I don't care. I want to make sure I get him with the Tyler Shuck stack. I know his ADP is on my next pick, but we're kind of in the range that ADP matters less and less. And there's actually a bunch of RBs I like at 151. As long as one of them may go back around, I'm perfectly fine. And the only other thing I was going to do there was take a naked quarterback like a Sam Darnold or a Daniel Jones or a Bryce Young. But I do have two options later that are stacked, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to do it a different way. And I think Juwan Johnson should go ahead of Sadiq. Like, I actually believe that. So, like, Juwan is one of my higher exposed tight ends, and Sadiq is at like 4.5%, 5%. Yeah. Punished. You will. Oh, punish me with Bo. Yeah. Thanks, Danimal. Yeah, I think Juwan's pretty mispriced. I think him and Strange are both pretty mispriced. We may do something we don't do very often. We may take, if I was gonna say, if they didn't take JCM, like I would have done the Rashad plus JCM thing here. Something that I believe is okay, not great, but okay. We will do one of these two. Which one do we want? Let's take Tracy. Not passing JCM. Yeah. I don't have enough of the stack. I kind of think that like a player like Katron Allen could go in there and destroy JCM. Like Katron gets 4th round capital, goes in there, has a decent camp. And he is like Katron Allen plus Rachaad White would be like the perfect combination. I think that something like that's very possible. And yes, Sadiq is absolutely all projection, right? Just like Eli Stowers. Eli Stowers is all projection as well. And at least in my eyes, so like Stowers actually had 769 and 644 the last 2 years in yards. And Sadiq had 867 total. Stowers almost had that in one season. So did Claire, right? Claire had 684, 448. So like Sadiq was getting outproduced by a different tight end on that team. Twice, I believe. I believe Terrence Ferguson was, and then the new guy was as well. No, I told you my favorite UDFAs before. They didn't change. Let's go. This is an Emmett Johnson team, believe it or not. Have you noticed he started, now that JJ Zacharison's kind of talking him up, he's starting to move back up the boards? Are you saying like he's tough as a player, as a good trait, or he's a tough click? I assume you're saying he's a tough click. True, but at 149, it's a good gamble. Who are we talking about? Yeah, no, right. Like that's why I was like, I would actually like to have got the Rachaad White plus JCM thing that I haven't done very often. Like I'm curious whenever BBO comes out, I'm gonna assume that my average JCM spot, I actually was kind of into him at the very beginning and was mixing them in evenly anytime Emmett Johnson was gone. And I kind of thought through it, and I didn't love the process that got me there, so I switched on that. All right, so think we're going to go with one of these guys. Any of those guys would be good. We'll probably wait on tight end as well. Brian Robinson is the pick that I prefer here. So the team right now, we got a 2-6-5-2. We got Patrick Mahomes. We got Tyler Shuck. Running backs, we have Kenneth Walker stacked up with Mahomes. We have Josh Jacobs, Rashad White, Tyrone Tracy, Emmett Johnson, Brian Robinson. Honestly, that feels good enough. Wide receivers, Amon-Ra, Zay, Rome, Tate, DK Metcalf. Tight end, Kyle Pitts, and Juwan Johnson. Definitely need to add a couple receivers here. This is actually the pick I will probably take a quarterback. This is the pick I need to take a quarterback at. I think if Rodgers is there, we'll take Rodgers. If he's not there, we'll probably push it. We could just take Kayshon Boutte as well. I do think that he probably falls to like barely drafted here pretty soon because of the expectation of A.J. Brown going there. Sadiq has been mocked to the Ravens, Rams, Bucks. Seems juicy. Man, if he goes to the Rams, it's like, what are you doing? You already have 3 capable tight ends. What? Like, he just hasn't produced at all. Yeah. Can't wait to draft Sadiq in the 220s next year. I don't think it'll be that bad. Allard to Pittsburgh. I think that makes a lot of sense. Pittsburgh has 3 round 3 picks. So with those 3 picks, like I would be pretty shocked if they don't end up taking either Nussmeier or Aller or somebody, right? But yeah, if you guys are just popping in, if you could smash a like, that'd be great. I wasn't planning on doing a 4th draft or a 3rd draft, but if we get to 40 likes, we'll do a 3rd draft, not a 4th, a 3rd. I was thinking this exact thing, but I haven't said it. At least you see what role Sadiq will play, unlike Stowers, who's a tweener. Right, like I'm a little more into Stowers than I was because several teams, there's been 3 specific teams that came out and said that they're actually trying him out at wide receiver, not at tight end. Let me see if I can find those 3 teams. Let's see if I can figure this out. The Rams, the Titans, the Cowboys, and the Broncos are all evaluating him as a wide receiver, which is wild that the Broncos are doing that, right? Like, why would the Broncos need a tight end really bad? Why would they be evaluating him as a wide receiver? Yeah, that was like my first full year into best ball, and I fell into the listening to, like, I love ship chasing and stuff, but like every once in a while they have a take that like didn't make, like, you look back on it, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I got. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I fully bought in. And I don't know that all of them were fully in on Sanat, but I know that some of them were. I don't think that's bearish for the wide receiver class as a whole. I don't think it has anything to do with the wide receiver class as a whole at all. And I think it's a positive for Stowers because in my eyes, he can't play tight end, but he does have the ability to become a solid wide receiver. And he was going to have to play as like a Kincaid H-back kind of guy anyway. So, like, why not just make that guy a wide receiver instead? I think even if he moves to wide receiver, it's more of a year 2 thing. I kind of do agree with that. Like, but like hearing that teams are more interested in him at wide receiver instead, I do agree. Like, I think that's positive news. Yet Ertz, Kraft, Jonnu Bags that year. Yeah, I got a bunch of Ertz at the end of that year, I believe. Or at least some. Maybe not a lot, but some. I know this next year where Ertz spiked in the finals, I had a bunch of them. So teams see that the receiving tight end more as a receiver than tight end. Makes sense. Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's like, this guy cannot block. The dude's a former quarterback. What do you think he knows about blocking? I'm going to tell you, the answer is very little. Like, he got beat out by Diego Pavia, right? That's why he ended up switching to tight end. All right, so we still only have those 5 receivers. We'll do the classic double back stack Tyler Shuck. So we're gonna end this with 2 more wide receivers. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, and I think it's a pretty bullish thing for him. He does, like, well, all of the former quarterbacks that are tied, like Travis Kelce, the reason he has such a good feel for zone is because at one point he played quarterback, right? You can go back and track several players that used to be quarterbacks that just understand the game, and they end up like being really good at beating zone. I think Stowers, maybe not this year, but in the future, could be that guy. Like, and if he's allowed to play, like at his size, if he's allowed to play wide receiver, it's going to be scary. Yeah, Tyler Warren's another former quarterback, right? Like, those guys understand how to go in and do, like, there's a lot of them, like, over the years, right? Like, in years past as well. I'm just not remembering off the top of my head. But a lot of, like, they're really good at finding holes in zones. So, like, Stowers, and it may not be for this year, like I was saying. It could be for this year because he's got, I don't think it matters what position Stowers plays. I think he's going to have a accelerated ability to learn how to play it. If he ends up playing tight end, that's a harder position to learn how to play because you got to learn all the blocking schemes. If it's a wide receiver, he's only going to have to learn what defenses are playing and the route trees, right? And how to beat the zone. I think that's an easier transition for him than having him play tight end and also have to learn the blocking stuff as well. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. We're going to take the double stack here with Tyquan Thornton. And we'll take an Ollie Gordon share if he comes back around. If Ollie doesn't make it, we will take another wide receiver here. Yeah. All right. You know, I haven't taken Malachi Fields for a while. Let's cue him up and see how he does. All right. See you, Steve. Have a good night. Yeah, I don't know about the perfect second. Like, if you're saying tight end is like what the Rams do with Terrence Ferguson, I do think that he could do that kind of thing because they don't ask Terrence Ferguson ever to pass block, or from what I remember. Let me go bring it up on Pro Football Focus and make sure I'm not just talking about something I don't know. So I'm in another screen right now looking at that. I'll bring it up whenever I find it. So Terrence Ferguson. Premium stats. All right. I've almost got it. It takes a while to find it. All right. So we do get Malachi Fields here. We will look at this together. Blocking. Terrence Ferguson had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He had 7 total pass block reps. He did have 189 run block reps, though. So he had 196 out of 415. So he actually stayed in and blocked more than I thought he did. So he had 415 offensive snaps, and 196 of them he blocked, which would be what, like a 30-ish. I'll do the math real quick. 415 divided by 196. Wrong way. 196 divided by 415. 47% of the time. So I was wrong there. All right. Back to this. Back to the team. We got 3-6-8-3. We got Patrick Mahomes. We got Tyler Shuck. We have Aaron Rodgers. Running backs. We got Kenneth Walker, Josh Jacobs, Rashad White, Tyrone Tracy, Emmett Johnson, Brian Robinson. Wide receivers. We got Amon-Ra, Zay Flowers, Roma Dudze, Cardinal Tate, DK Metcalf, Devon Bailey, Tyquan Thornton, Malachi Fields. Tight ends. We have Kyle Pitts, Juwan Johnson, Pat Freiermuth. So we got a double stack Pat Fry and Metcalf with Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully, we have a double stack with Tyquan Thornton and Kenneth Walker for Patrick Mahomes. And we have a double stack here with Tyler Shuck with Devon Bailey and Juwan Johnson. That feels good. We still need 2 likes to do the third draft. Just let me know. Exactly. If you have an H. Right. Yeah, they'll both be out there, right? He's such a better bet than Sadiq or Stowers. Terrence Ferguson or Parker Washington, or both of them. I kind of like both of them, right? Like, kind of like both of them as much as over Stowers, yeah. I think that Sadiq should be much closer to them than he is as well. All right, we got to the 41 likes. We'll do crossfade. If Taking Dollars is here, say something. I will review your team. 3593 for crossfade. We got a Jared Goff, Fernando Mendoza, Kirk Cousins. The double stack there with the Raiders. Running backs, Bijan, Chase Brown, Travion Henderson, Kyle Monangai, Chris Rodriguez. That feels perfectly fine. Rashee Rice, Jamison Williams, Alec Pierce, Jordan Tyson, Jalen Coker, Jalen Naylor. Stacking Jays, huh? Kayshawn Boutte, Kyle Williams, Tez Johnson. Just stacking the Jays. We got Jamison, we got Jordan, we got Jalen, we got Jalen, and we got Johnson. Kenyon Sadiq, Mark Andrews, and Cade Otton. We're going to call this team Jays all day. I think it's a fun team. You can get a Who review. How's it going, Doc? I was in Who. What's up? You are Taking Dollars, correct? Sometimes I get these confused. We got a 3-6-8-3 here. Jalen Hurts, Cam Ward, Bryce Young, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chuba Hubbard, Jordan Mason, Kenneth Gainwell, Singleton and Allen, the double Penn State thing. I like it. This works. Gibbs, obviously the guy, and then just 3 guys that are going to hopefully ping pong weeks, and then 2 rookie shots. Olave, A.J. Brown got pulled up. I don't think it's that bad if you do believe he's going to get moved. Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore, Jacoby Myers, Wan'Dale Robinson, Travis Hunter, Alec Iomanner, very solid. Hawkinson, Helm, and Tonjes, very ugly tight end room, but tight end rooms like this can work. I think it's a solid team. And 0, we got a 3-7-8-2 here. We got Drake May, Bo Nix, Sam Darnold. Running backs, we got Quinshon Judkins, Ramondre Stevenson, Rico Dowdle, Ja'Cory Cross-Kamara, Emmanuel Wilson, Kamani Vidal, George Holani. Your wide receivers have to be fire. I like this room though. Like, it's structured well. You got 3, like Quinshon and Dowdle, I believe, are going to be kind of bell cows. Ramondre definitely going to have a pretty solid role. And then I like all these guys down here. JSN, Nico Collins, Ladd McConkey, Jaden Higgins, Deebo Samuel, Trey Tucker, Dontavian Wicks, Marvin Mims, Trey McBride, and Laporta. So it was a McBride team. I love, like, this wide receiver room definitely feels like enough. 3 absolute studs and then some shots. You have your elite tight end as well. You seem to have got there at this position, and you got the big stack with Sam Darnold there, and you got Drake May with Stevenson. Very solid team. And then we got game tight. Well, we won't review Danimals since they were in the first draft. We got a 3-6-8-3 here. We got Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert, Jackson Dart. Running back, Ashton Genty, Omari Hampton, divisional correlation. DeAndre Swift, my boy. Jadarian Price, Mike Washington, Keaton Missile. I'm still not a fan of that. I really don't like it with Hampton. Maybe I'm just wrong there. Like, I feel like one of these 2 prices have to be wrong. Either Keaton or Hampton kind of has to be a wrong price. But honestly, at this point, you're almost in the $1 stage. So is it really that bad? Probably not. Luther Burden, Trey Harris, Darnell Mooney. This is ugly. What? This is ugly. Trey Harris, wide receiver 2? The Luther Burden, Trey Harris, Darnell Mooney, Tyreek Hill, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, Hollywood Brown, Darius Slayton. You have 8 receivers, and your wide receiver 2 is Trey Harris. I'm not going to lie. I do not like this at all. I don't like this at all. Colson Loveland, Gadsden, and Likely. I would have easily removed any of those for an extra receiver. Easily removed Keaton Mitchell as, like, you started off with 3 in the first 5 rounds, right? And then you took one in the 10th and like 13th. Like, Keaton Mitchell, like, should also be like, and this isn't an anti-Keaton Mitchell. If this was a player I liked more, I think that pick and that pick should be wide receivers. That's just me, though. I draft teams I don't like all the time too, so don't be upset about it. Game tight was hearing footsteps all draft. Yeah, Trey Harris, wide receiver 2. What? Yeah, like, every once in a while that happens. You just gotta make a move, and I figured that's what happened. So, like, securing one room there actually made a lot of sense. Chargers wide receiver 3 is your wide receiver 2, right? Like, what are we doing? Game tight does a lot of things, and I don't like necessarily love, like, I understand the theory on a lot of the things he does. That one feels a little much. I don't see the theory. I do not see the theory there. Explain yourself if you would like. 3, 5, 10, 2. We got Jaden Daniels. We got Jordan Love. We got Justin Fields. Running backs. We got James Cook, Devon Achane, Kyron Williams, Cam Scatabo, Isaac Arindo, Devontae Adams, Pittman, Concepcion, Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Ayuk, Juwan Jennings, Chimere DK, Isaac Tesla, Surratt, and Flournoy. Like, that is insanely deep. Tucker Kraft, Dallas Goedert. I like this team, and I do like the random addition of Isaac Arindo. No need to explain. Trey is wide receiver 2. No need. Yeah. I have 1.1%, and I think one of those drafts he fell to like 186 or something, and another draft, or the other 2 drafts, I did the hypothetical Daniel stack. If I missed the review for you, let me know. We can come back, but we are going to jump in another draft, and we're going to jump in another draft in 15 seconds.
We never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, Wicks, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who wins, immortal.
All right, we're +9. I think you guys all jumped the gun. You guys all got in a separate lobby. We are +9. As soon as I popped in, 3 people popped in with it. So this is where we're at. I joined 2 just in case. We've all had drafts to get away from. Yeah, we all have. We really all have. Like, I've done some of those on stream, and it's like, I don't love it. I don't love it. Grindo going to be this year's Damian Pierce from someone who had Pierce bags last year. Great. Easy game. Easy game. All right. Let's get wild. This is the song, another song Jamie made that just makes me laugh. All right, we get the 112. We got Peanut at the 1. We have Deal Me In at the 3. We got Zero at the 4. We got Adam at the 5. We have Game Tight at the 7. We have Losimo at the 8. We have Danimals at the 10. If I didn't call you out and you're in here, shout out. I do always review the first team you draft with me. Currently, eventually I may not be able to do that, but currently that's what we do. The first draft, every stream that you're in with me, I do review for now. Jumped into both 101. Heck yeah. Are you going to pull up Achan? Pepper Tony wants to know. And it's only $3,750, my boy. Oh, you're next to Game Tight? I don't do sauce that well. Like, I mean, I could try a sauce, but the last time I tried a sauce, it was horrible. And I was like, yeah, I ain't got it. Like, I naturally sauce things in the middle of doing things, right? But like, just to make it a whole thing, like with that in mind, it like that's a little different to me. Help me diversify. You're a real friend, Adam. And also let me know if the background music is too much or too loud or not loud enough or whatever. Game Type pulls up Jefferson. Like, he doesn't want Trey Harris maybe he wants Trey Harris wide receiver 2 again. At least your wide receiver 1 is pretty strong this time. You're not going to have Luther Burden wide receiver 1 and Trey Harris wide receiver 2 this time. You've made sure of that. You're making a decision. I will get better. I like it. All right. We're going to take... You know what? Let's take Barkley and Ashton Genty here.
Yo, yo, yo. Getting Jenny with it. Getting Jenny with it.
All right. You gave Adam binder value. It's got to be Isaiah Pacheco, running back too. That would be an epic, like one of those epic overcorrections, right? Yeah, like I'm gonna make sure I have 12 receivers by Trey Harris. Let's make sure we have 12 receivers by Trey Harris, guys. Let's do it. But yeah, if you are new to the channel, we got 31 watching over on X. If any of you aren't subbed over on the YouTube side, if you could, I just put a link in the chat. If you could head on over there and toss me a sub, it'd help out tremendously. I do appreciate you following me on X. Thank you all. I'm still going to stream to X. I'm not going to stop doing that. So you can still watch there, but the follow on YouTube does help me out quite a bit. All right, so Zero RB coming, the dichotomy of man. All right. I'm not sure, like, I kind of really like the wide receivers at 36, 37. I feel like it's a very long tier. And you almost always have a choice of a running back at 60, 61. And I like kind of most of them, honestly. All right, so I would love to get T back, but I doubt I could get T on this team. I might do a Terry McLaurin pull up to this side of the board, see if I can't get a Saquon Barkley, Genty, McLaurin Daniels thing going. Like, get the unique pairing with Ashton Genty. I doubt that this room's not going to let me get Lamar all the way back. Let's just take Colson Loveland, my boy. So if it comes all the way back and Jaden Daniels is there, I will instantly take him. And if he does not, we will probably double tap receiver, assuming certain players are still there. So we, but yeah, like, also, I've been streaming this for a while. I haven't even looked through this contest fully for the advanced rate structure. So it's a 4 of 12 into a 1 of 5 of 376 seat final. First place is 10 grand. Second is 5. So it flattens out at 6. You get to the finals. It's what, 376, right? So you get $14 to get to the finals. So if you max this, you need, what, 8 teams to get to the finals? If you finish bottom on all of them. So with a 4 of 12, 1 of 5, 1 of 5, let's do the math real quick to see if you were to 50 max this. So if you 50 max this, it's it's 4 of 12, which is 25%. So 50 multiplied by 0.25, 12.5, right? And then you multiply that by 0.2, then you multiply that by 0.2. So if you max this contest, you're expected to get half a team to the finals. That's actually reasonably good in this style of contest. So every other person that maxes this should get a team to the finals. You got Zay, Henry Lamar on your. Oh, nice. Make finals for $14. It's all right. The Borg feels like a Jaden Daniels drafter. They're probably going to take 2 more running backs. No, we got TTJ Riz here. He's taking both players. I'm sure they're listening, having a good time over there. So, we're going to take DeAndre Swift and Caleb Williams here. We'll get the double stack without a receiver in Chicago. We'll go Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift with Colston Loveland. So we got a big stack there. We have Ashton Genty, who I love this year. Then we got Saquon Barkley with divisional correlation on Terry McLaurin. We are pushing. We're going to try to get like wide receiver 2 Jaden Higgins. You know, like wide receiver 2 Jaden Higgins sounds pretty good, doesn't it, Game Tight? Like, what do you think about that? You think that'd be pretty good? What do you think? Yeah, I don't build like this very often, but it's a $2 tournament. We're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna take a little bit more of a stand. Somewhere Gritty is smiling. For what? The Borg? Oh yeah, I need to go do that as well. I forgot I did something the other day and it messed with something. I'm gonna make the Kayshawn Booty video the outro because I can. We're just doing that for today at least. So if you want to see the Kayshawn Booty video, which is fantastic, by the way, it's only 19 seconds long. Stay when this draft is over, when I end the stream. Watch the video. Leave a comment with what you think about the Herbert snipe. Oh, look at that all the way up here. He's dealing you in. He dealt you all the way in, man. That's how you get the horns. Me and Deborah are starving the running back. I mean, look at me. I got Barkley, Genty, and Swift. Like I think that I'm assisting you guys. We're all partners in this. All right, so we're going to take naked Jackson Dart here and Ricky Pearsall. That's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have 11 running backs between the three of us. Good job, everybody. Good job, the Borg. Welcome along to the Who Crew. You are a welcome. Why does it keep asking me about playing Fortnite? Shut up. What? Why, Discord? I don't even have an... Did Epic? Oh. My computer must have reset today and Epic popped up. Like every 30 minutes it was asking me to play Fortnite. It's like, I haven't loaded that up for like 9 years. I don't even know if it's been around for 9 years. I played season 2. I think it was season 2 or season 3. Like, we're good. We're fine not playing that game, sir. We are fine. All right, so yeah, a little overcorrection here. Let's see what Game Time's doing. Jeff, it's like, I hope Game Tight like commits to the bit and adds Trey Harris at the end of this draft. That would be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors, Tedero McMillan, Jameson Williams, Cardell Tate, Brian Thomas, Jordan Addison, Kyler Murray. So you do get the double. I do think that adding Trey Harris to this would be well worth it for my comedic value. Not for you in any way, shape, or form, but for me and my own personal enjoyment, I would love it. And I'm here to make me happy right now. So, Sidekick going crazy. Does Game Tight use Sidekick? I get a feeling they do not. Man, I really do like the Wandale price, though. Yeah, we're going to go with Pollard here and Jaden Reed. I've screwed it up. So the team right now, we got a 2-4-3-1. We got Caleb Williams. We got Jackson Dart unstacked. We have Saquon Barkley, Ashton Jeanty, DeAndre Swift, Tony Pollard. We could be done if we want to be. I'll probably add like a Katron Allen or a late pick here. Terry McLaurin, Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Reed, and then elite tight end and Colston Loveland with the double stack with the tight end running back stack. I reported deal me in for harassment. Yeah, I actually like. I was a little upset that they took Myers because I was going to go Myers plus T-Law here, which would have felt I would have liked it a little more. But Jackson Dart does help some because it gives me the double divisional correlation with Saquon Barkley and Terry McLaurin. So, like, that's why I ended up going with Dart instead of taking Godwin plus Pearsall, which, like, I had to guess, like, do I want Dart with the divisional correlation or do I want Godwin and try to hope that Baker makes it back? And I'm glad I went with the decision that I did. Although, if Dart falls, maybe Baker does make it back to me. I don't know. But yeah, that was my decision there. That's why I decided to do that. It's just safer. Like on the ends, you could easily get pushed out of quarterback. So I like taking a guy, especially a guy that has upside even unstacked, right? No tools. Game Tight relies on his tight game. Ooh. Did you, whenever you said that, did you have sunglasses on? Did you pull your sunglasses down like this and talk like this when you said that? Because if not, you should have. Game Tight relies on his tight game. Right? I probably made it just sound cheesy. And that's fine. That works. That works for me. I mean, I could take a third quarterback here at Stroud. Okay, we won't. Yeah, the Borg's actually doing a lot of really fun stuff there. Although they're not going to end up taking Stroud, most likely. So, like, I really like the Shakir profile on this team here. Just make sure to get some points. We waited on wide receiver quite a bit. I think it kind of works. I didn't expect to get either one of those two back, like or Higgins or Coker. But I guess we starved out the room so much at running back that people didn't really have a choice, right? All right, so this will definitely be the last one for me tonight, and it'll probably be the last week I'm able to stream on Friday night because I'm supposed to be at work right now. I'm literally supposed to be getting off right now, but I was able to leave early today, so we did it. And then I will most likely be on tomorrow night and Sunday night at 5:30 Central, and then back on my tomorrow night will be iffy. If I'm training somebody, it's like 50-50 on if I feel good enough to do it or not, because I literally just walk for 12 straight hours when I train somebody, like usually close to like 7 miles or something like that throughout the day. So we will it'll all be dependent on how I feel, if that's what I'm doing or not. So it's I mean, it's still the easy life. It's just tiring. All right, so I think Denzel Boston's like, so for this contest, I still absolutely want Cooper over Boston. And it does kind of seem like the NFL as a whole is pushing Boston down into the second round. And it's a bunch of reports are coming out that the Jets are very, very interested in Omar Cooper at pick 16. So like, if I'm assuming if like Mekhi Lemon or Tyson, they like one of them but not the other, and Cooper is like their wide receiver 3. But apparently the Jets are like very interested in Cooper, and I think that Cooper on the Jets would be an actually pretty good landing spot for Cooper, because Garrett Wilson and Adonai Mitchell are both outside receivers. Cooper would be able to play inside of the slot role, which he could still play outside, but it would benefit him because his best game is in the slot. And that's one of the few teams that he could actually go and play in that as well. All right, we're going to do a little bit of a team stack here with Chig, I think, or with Terry McLaurin and Chig. And we're going to take our last running back, actually. We're going to continue to starve the room. We're going to get our Jackson Dart stack with Tyrone Tracy there. We're going to be done at running back. The team right now, we've got a 2-5-5-2. We got Caleb Williams. We got Jackson Dart. Running backs, we got Saquon, Genty, DeAndre Swift, Pollard, and Tyrone Tracy for the stack. Wide receivers, we got McLaurin. We got Ricky Pearsall. We got Jaden Reed, Jalen McMillan, Khalil Shakir. And then we got Loveland and Chig Okonkwo. We will probably add another quarterback, even if it's just a naked quarterback. And then we will probably just tack on. It'll probably be 9 receivers. It's probably going to be a 2-5-9-3. It might still just, like, we might be fine with just Chig and Love. Actually, we're probably just going to keep Chig and Loveland. With the 4 of 12, I think just Chig and Loveland's perfectly fine. So I think that's what we're going to do here. And we'll end up going 10 receiver. All right, let's look and see what everybody else is doing. Game tight, still went with an 8th receiver, took Concepcion here. Still, so you got Menungai, Coleman, Brooks, Pacheco. This is a classic 0 RB team with, like, still no tight ends, though. Need a lot of things to go right. We got Adam here. Puka, Hampton. Hampton at 20 feels pretty good. Olave, Lad McConkey, Jalen Waddle, Mekhi Lemon, Jalen Warren, Bo Nix, Matthew Stafford, Jordan Mason, Kenneth Gainwell, Mike Washington, JCM, Juwan Johnson. That's actually a really fun team. I'm not as in on Mike Washington as a lot of people are right now. I do think that he moved up too much. I still prefer Emmett Johnson to Mike Washington. Call me crazy. I still do. And I'm going to take the Emmett Johnson at 160 instead. Now, of course, this room is going to give me Emmett at okay. I can say thank you, Game Tight, because I would have taken a 6th RB on this team if he made it to 180. I promise you guys, I would not have let that slip. Yeah, we might end up. We're gonna take your boy Trey Harris. I kind of want to take Keyshawn Boutte just to play the clip, but I don't think that's the best way to do it. So we're gonna do this. The clip will play at the end of the stream anyway. I don't think a lot of people seen the clip yesterday, so I kind of want to show it off as well. And we got Losimo here. Got JSN at 8. That feels awesome. Jeremiah Love, AJ Brown, Javonte. This is a solid team. Adams, just taking all the values. Drake May, Stevenson at 80. Romeo Dobbs for the double. Blake Corum, Jadarian Price, Sam Darnold. Kincaid Henry for the triple. Geno Smith, because Sidekick told him to. He actually gets Adonai to fall back. Who would have thought that could happen? Emmanuel Wilson. That's a solid team. And you pretty much only had to click the top guy at ADP all the way through your draft. Like, at any point, did you just not click the top of the queue? It looks like you just clicked the top of the queue every pick other than Adonai. That's not a negative thing. I'm curious. Adam Snipe, wild. What did he do? Dalton Schultz. Well, you should have taken him over Trey Tucker, sir. What are you doing taking Trey Tucker there anyway? Was scrolling between ADP and your ranks. I actually removed my ranks a while back because I didn't update them. After a certain point, and my ranks were just bad, and it just, anytime you go from this board to this, it defaults to your ranks. And that's actually why I ended up taking Jalen Warren over Ramondre when Quill asked for Ramondre, and I just took Jalen Warren. I was like, well, I probably should just remove these ranks that don't matter anyway at this point. All right, so tight ends. There are some fun names there. I think we're fine enough at wide receiver, honestly. I think we just take Cousins, maybe. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take Cousins and we're gonna take Terrence Ferguson. That's what we're gonna do. And then I will take 2 more wide receivers at the end of this. This draft felt likely. I didn't take Trey Tucker over him. Oh yeah, I misread that. That's my bad. Peanut has Bijan, Pickens, Rashee Rice stacked up, Travion Henderson, DJ Moore, Dak Prescott, RJ Harvey at 73. I still think he's going to fall, but I think it's not like it doesn't feel as bad as it did in the 5th. Or, yeah, right? Like, it just doesn't feel as bad anymore. Quentin Johnston, Jake Ferguson, Travis Kelce for the double. Shaheed, Boston, Spears, Bigsby. Shamire DK, Brazel. I don't like Quentin Johnston this much, but I am very clearly Wandale and Jaden Reed over Quentin Johnston. I think that Quentin Johnston should go in the Concepcion worthy Josh Downs, Cooper, Golden range. That's kind of where I'm at, but that's more of a preference thing. I know some people do like QJ, but you did it probably for the divisional correlation, and I understand that if that's what you were doing, because you got the Denver correlation, you got the LA Chargers correlation there. You don't have a Raiders piece yet, and I'm about to steal your Raiders piece. Sorry to you in advance. He's mine. He is mine. My boy, Bryce Lance. We'll see if TTV J Riz, is that what it is? Yeah. TTV J Riz over there. We'll see if he snipes me again. I'll just laugh if he does. If you guys haven't hit the like yet or the sub, if you're new and you're watching and you actually enjoy the channel, or if you're over on X, after this is over, if you could come over to the Who Hames YouTube channel and give me a sub as well, I would appreciate it. But hit that like if you haven't already. We will be done after this draft. We'll be reviewing Adam and Losimo and Deal Me In's team. All right, so we're going to take Bryce Lance and we're going to take Jack Besh. Those will be the two last picks for this team. We got Caleb Williams, Jackson Dart, Christian, Kirk Cousins. Running backs, we have Saquon Barkley, Ashton Jeanty, DeAndre Swift, Tony Pollard, and Tyrone Tracy. Wide receivers, Terry McLaurin, Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Reed, Jalen McMillan, Khalil Shakir, Trey Harris, Darnell Mooney, Bryce Lance, and Jack Besh, Colson Loveland, Chika Okonkwo, and Terrence Ferguson. We got Jack Besh paired up with Kirk Cousins. We have Jackson Dart double stacked with Tyrone Tracy and Darnell Mooney. And we have Caleb Williams double stacked with DeAndre Swift and Colson Loveland. Let me see something real quick. I was wondering if they updated the player pool for just this contest and added Jahdae Walker to it. I'm not gonna lie, I take a little bit of Jahdae Walker on DraftKings and on Drafters. He had a couple touchdowns late in the season last year. I know that they re-signed, or that Ben Johnson brought Khalif Raymond in, but he talked pretty positively about Jahdae Walker at points last year. So I think that he has a small chance to do something. Like in the summer, I probably won't be clicking him until late if we start getting news in like training camp and stuff. But at this point, like on those contests are going to be closed, right? And I think he's a decent like random pick. All right. We got a 3-7-7-3 here by Adam. We got Bo Nix. We got Matt Stafford. We have Aaron Rodgers. The two oldest quarterbacks in the league and a guy with 1 foot. Running backs, Omarion Hampton, Jalen Warren, Jordan Mason, Kenneth Gainwell, Mike Washington, Ja'Cory Crush-Merritt, Damon Claiborne. Stacking Kenneth Gainwell with Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers isn't even on the team yet, and Kenneth Gainwell also left the team. That's kind of weird. I wouldn't be doing that. I think maybe you should look at a roster sometime, guy. Maybe pay attention to what happened in the offseason. Don't stack it. Wide receiver, we got Puka, we got Olave, we got Ladd McConkey, we got Jalen Waddle, we got Mekhi Lemon, Pat Bryant, Ted Hurst. I have nothing to say about that. That is fantastic. Juwan Johnson, AJ Barner, and Dalton Schultz. The Dalton Schultz pick was fantastic because it upset Zero. So good job, sir. Love it. But yeah, no, I think it's a pretty solid team all around. I like backstacking. Like, I like taking Bo Nix and then just taking whichever, like Pat Bryant or Troy Franklin. Like, let the room take one of them and then you just take the other one, right? Like, it's a pretty easy thing to do there. Deal me in. We got a 3-7-8-2 here. We got Justin Herbert, Bryce Young, and Deshaun Watson. Running backs: Travis Etienne, Bayshaw Tootin, J.K. Dobbins, Rodriguez, Keaton Missile, Nicholas Singleton, and Taj Brooks. I've mixed in a very small amount of Taj Brooks. I think that he's a fun click sometimes. I think you have more than enough running back. We're going to see what I think about your wide receiver room. Chase, Nico, Evans, Harrison, Tesla, Kirk, Flournoy, Savion. Savion, I love it. You took him even early. I like it. Shout out to the poll. And then Harold Fanta and George Kittle. I don't love this. If Kittle's healthy week 3, it's probably pretty good. I probably would have added a random tight end. Like, actually, Tonjes would have been the perfect, like, Tonjes over Brooks would have been elite there. Worst Adam draft ever. Good thing who won't have to review my 2-5-11 too. Went out on top. All right, yeah. So, like, I like the team overall, and I do get it. It's a 4 of 12 advance, right? So, like, you can be thinner. I think that ETN, Tootin, Dobbins, Rodriguez, Mitchell, and another guy is like plenty at running back. But like it's round 20. If the player you take scores anything for you, you're winning, right? So I don't mind it. I think it's a pretty solid team all the way around. We got Losimo here. We got a 3-6-8-3, just drafting off the top of the queue. Drake May, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, running backs. Jeremiah Love, Javonte Williams, Stevenson on a little bit, like, I guess that's his ADP now. That's wild. Blake Corum, Jadarian Price, Emmanuel Wilson. Wide receivers, Jackson Smith and Jigba, A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams, Romeo Dobbs, Adonai Mitchell, Jeremy Bernard, Troy Franklin, Chris Bell. I like Chris Bell addition in a strong receiver room like this. I like the late season upside swing, right? And then Dalton Kincaid, Hunter Henry, and Gunnar Helm. I like it's a very solid team. If I did not review your team and you want to review, say something. And if not, we are going to round up and head out. Savion. Absolutely. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out. It's 50-50 on if I show up tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. I will for sure be on Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 7:30 Eastern. I look forward to seeing everybody there. Don't forget, the Keyshawn Booty clip is going to play. Let me know what you think about it in the comments afterwards. I think it's an awesome clip. It was super fun. Shout out to Jamie for the music. Peace.
Booty gang, squirting massage oil, call it spreading no pain. Booty.